1. People rarely compliment you. Can you remember a situation when you were 100% self-confident and were sure that all eyes would be on you but, eventually, ended up hardly getting a single compliment? It's obvious that after this situation a person will automatically start to have self-doubts and think that something is wrong. But this situation means quite the opposite: you are gorgeous. The reason is that people think that you are aware of how gorgeous you are and don't need any reminding about it. Others might even think that you are tired of getting too much attention. So if those surrounding you don't mention the way you look, it doesn't mean that they consider you unattractive. 2. When you finally get a compliment, it sounds apathetic. Let's look at this problem from the other side. You are complimented rarely, and when you get long-awaited praise, it sounds emotionless and slapdash. Women usually get offended by this method of complimenting because they think that these words are insincere. But in fact, they should be happy because a person complimenting them in this manner takes their attractiveness for granted and doesn't see the sense in paying much attention to it. 3. Strangers often try to make eye contact with you. It's very simple: a short glance in your direction ending with a slight smile is a friendly signal. Of course, also with a smile, but not serious, which can mean aggression, conveys strong emotions and means that this is an obvious attempt to establish contact. There is also the third option: if a person keeps looking at you for a while even after you've noticed it and continues looking even when you turn away their look, then it is an obvious sign that they have a strong interest in you. They are just trying to be tactful to hold themselves back from staring or gazing at you. 4. People raise their brows when looking at you. Raising brows usually happens automatically and unconsciously when we see an attractive person. Yes, it's true. You might not notice it, but try to watch yourself carefully next time you see someone that you think is attractive. There are a couple of implications connected with this behavioral feature, and none of them are surprising. First of all, it's the way we show our friendly attitude non-verbally. Second, it's a subconscious attempt to open our eyes wider in order to see something or somebody that attracted our attention. 5. The other person periodically makes duck lips. Another thing that we do subconsciously when we see an attractive person is make duck lips. Of course, we are not talking about the long-lasting duck face that many girls have when taking a selfie. We are talking about a 1-second action that can occur several times within one meeting. As strange as this might sound, it's connected with a wish to kiss. This gesture can be compared to licking lips, which also signals the same wish. The only difference is that duck lips are less expressive. If, when talking to a woman or a man, you get distracted and then suddenly see this instant movement, you know what it means. 6. People don't try to keep their distance from you, but, conversely, they try to get closer. How often do you try to shorten the distance with people who you feel indifferent to? It's likely that your answer will be, very rarely, or, never. It's because we try to keep our distance from people who are not attractive to us. But if a person gives off good vibes during a conversation, notice that this distance starts to reduce. There can even be quick touches on your hands or arms. You have probably noticed it when having a cheerful conversation with a person you liked. This signal is especially obvious when there is no necessity for shortening the distance, like an upcoming crowd or standing in a small space. 7. People get surprised when they find out that you have complexes. If people around you get extremely surprised when they hear about your complexes or low self-esteem, it's an obvious sign that your problem is imaginary. Looking at you, people think that everything is perfect at your end because you look self-confident and self-sufficient. In fact, the conclusive evidence of your attractiveness is not the surprise, but the irritation of those surrounding you that you dare to complain about having issues when you have so many advantages. You could see similar reactions in movies where a girl with the appearance of a model complains about being overweight and, therefore, causes a wave of indignation in a really overweight girl. 8. People are often either too polite or extremely unfriendly toward you. Whether you encounter open rudeness or an unexpectedly warm attitude, it signals that you are not indifferent to other people. A self-confident person who doesn't have complexes and considers themselves attractive and successful appreciates the same qualities in other people. That's why, if a person who you consider to be a good guy treats you with a polite and friendly attitude, it means that they see an equal personality in you. On the other hand, all nice people sometimes encounter other people's negative emotions, and very often those emotions are unreasonable. The main thing is to not take them personally and not get upset about them. Just keep in mind that these people are unhappy, lack self-confidence, and behave in this manner because of envy and impaired self-esteem.